We have MMOs shutting down. We have MMOs delayed. We have new MMOs playable as soon as next month. And we have expansions for already existing MMOs. Hey, my name is Six and welcome back to your weekly bite or bi-weekly bite of MMORPG news. A video series where I go over the latest pre-registrations, test phases, new releases, shutdowns, juicy drama, everything that happened in the MMO genre over the course of the last couple weeks in one easy to digest format. We have a lot to talk about, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. Before we jump into the video though, I want to take a moment here to thank today's sponsor, RF Online Next. RF Online Next launched in Korea in 2025 and immediately hit the #1 on the App Store within 18 hours. It was a proven hit arriving on new shores. The original Rising Force was a defining game for an entire era of online players. And after a year in Korea, the game is finally releasing in the US. If you navigate on over to the official website, you'll see that there is pre-registration open and available for both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. You can also alternatively pre-register for the game over on Steam at the Epic Game Store. This is a completely cross-platform sci-fi MMORPG, meaning it's available on both PC and mobile. It's being built on Unreal Engine 5, and it features the franchise's legendary 3-faction warfare, all completely free to play. If you want to stay up to date with everything going on leading up to the launch of the game and then preceding the launch of the game, then I urge you to go ahead, join their Discord. Their community is already forming. You have the opportunity here to be there for history in the making. But if you're unsure of whether or not you should even be investing time into this, go on over, take a look at all of their videos, take a look at the game information specifically. That way you can kind of gauge whether or not it'll be something you're interested in playing. You can do all of this by clicking that link down in the description, the pinned comment below. Which faction are you opting for? And have you played the original? First things first, closers after, man, I don't even know how long, 12 years, 10 years? I think the game is shutting down. Oh my God, what a ride it has been. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank all of you who have been with and supported Closers World throughout the years. We regret to inform you that we have made the difficult decision to end the Closers World service. This announcement is intended to provide advance notice regarding the upcoming end of service. May 20th, end of end coin charge. June 24th, end of game servers. They will no longer be accessible. The game will remain playable until the official service termination date listed above, and then that's it. It's gone. I can't believe Closers originally released in December 2014 in South Korea, and then NA and EU on February 2018. So it's actually been 8 years or a little over 8 years globally, but almost 12 years in Korea. Oh my God, that's kind of crazy. But at the same time, oh my God, I can't believe the game is shutting down. Wow. Tomo Endless Blue, which is that creature collection, kind of dark, messed up MMO, has been delayed a little bit. We're taking a little more time to make sure that the Tomo Endless Blue Kickstarter launch is the best it can be for both the game and the team behind it. So we must delay the launch until further notice, hopefully next week. So indefinitely, they're saying that in theory, it could be back next week, but at the same time, it could be next year. They have hopes that it's next week. I guess we all do. I really do want to try this out based off of the trailer I saw. Amazon officially confirmed they are canceling the Lord of the Rings MMO, which is both sad to see because that's just one less large-scale open-world MMO to look forward to, but at the same time, with Amazon's track record, do we really want them to release an MMO like that anyway, knowing full well what would probably happen? No, not really. So at the end of the day, it is both a loss and a favor to us as players. Thankfully, an open world Lord of the Rings RPG has been announced. The Middle-earth set game is coming from Warhorse Studios, a team behind last year's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So if you liked Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you'll probably be happy to know that the Lord of the Rings RPG is coming from them. I know there were some people that were upset for various different reasons. I never played it myself, so I can't say, but hey, at least not every open world Middle-earth RPG has been shelved. Embers of the Uncrowned is an upcoming Korean top-down isometric perspective action MMO that's pretty much like Lost Ark, Path of Exile, or Diablo. They released this long ass Q&A that went over everything, and I covered in a dedicated video. It's almost 14 minutes long. This is definitely worth a watch if you're anticipating an upcoming MMO. There is going to be a playable demo as part of the Steam Next Fest, I believe next month, middle of June, so I'd get ready for that if you're not already. I also have a tweet going over pretty much everything you need to know. The character models though in this game look I know you're looking at her and you're like, damn! But the character, and you know, damn! The character models look fantastic, and here's the gameplay. It's top-down isometric, just like Lost Ark, so hopefully this is something that gets you guys a little bit excited. Honor of King's World, which is labeled as an MMO by a lot of content creators and a lot of people, at the same time isn't really like a full-fledged MMO. It's kind of like Where Winds Meet, MMO adjacent, is officially launching into alpha testing, and they label it as alpha testing, but I'm gonna be real with you all, this is actually a beta test. Like, for all intents and purposes, everything that is being tested here is a beta test, but they're holding an alpha test that goes live today, as of this video going live. I have already streamed multiple days of this test phase because as a content creator, we're given early access to it. We're going to be streaming it more today on with multiple other days of the week. Hopefully you guys come on over, take a look at it with us if you're interested. If you're not, just wait for the dedicated videos that are coming on the game. We may have some guides as well. This is Mrs. Stakes' most anticipated game of the year, probably just as anticipated as Where Winds Meet was for her, and y'all know she's a huge Where Winds Meet shill. She also has a What Should You Play Where Winds Meet vs. Honor of King's World video up, if you're all interested in finding out exactly what the game has to offer, how it differs from Where Winds Meet. Drakantos is holding a closed beta test from May 22nd to May 24th. This is admittedly a game I've not played. I was invited to test it. I might stream it. I'm not entirely sure. I have a lot to stream over the course of the next week and a lot of sponsored videos to do. So this is a 2-day window, unfortunately for me. But this looks like a very fun game anyway, with a lot of different classes, a beautiful pixel art style, graphical style. Sea of Remnants is apparently holding a dawn test beginning May 28th. And then in a follow-up reply here, he says for China specifically. I believe Sea of Remnants is a game that Mrs. Stakes is also really anticipating. She played a test phase of it at some juncture, and she really enjoyed herself. Throne and Liberty is releasing The Frozen Divide, a new expansion coming June 25th. That's actually surprising, because there, I feel like, aren't really that many players left playing the game. But, I mean, this is great news for anyone that still is. And that is everything that happened in the MMO genre over the course of the last couple weeks. You're all up to date now. You're welcome. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.